If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to like and subscribe to my video. And we're just gonna jump into it. So, just a little background, with my channel evolving lately into I really want to focus on helping women getting married and everything right. And I want to say that Kevin Samuels actually is like a big reason as to why I decided to shift to that. I know he had a lot of backlash because how he would like, you know, make jokes about big girls or call them Big Shirley or whatnot, right? And I know that a lot of black women specifically will get triggered or whatever, But I mean, come on now. I feel like he was doing it more in like like a banter way, But just like when you go to the doctor and you're obese, your doctor is going to tell you that you're obese and that you need to get fit and that you need to lose weight. So even though he wasn't a doctor, he still was just telling you that anybody who was concerned about your well-being would tell you. So I mean, I understand why, women get triggered because, size can be hard to deal with. But a lot of people knowing that they're bigger, even myself, because I've had a pregnancy where I was pre-diabetic. I had to have insulin injections and a lot of different things. So I definitely know what it's like to, feel like you're overweight, you need to lose weight, to have to be on a diet. I understand, but with Kevin, it seems like he just took a more harsh approach to telling women about getting in shape and being fit, and he received a lot of backlash for that. But nevertheless, we're moving forward, right? Like I said, he didn't tell you guys anything that your doctor isn't going to tell you on a doctor visit. When they look at your height and they look at your weight, the first thing the doctor's going to do is going to tell you you're obese, what percentage you're obese, where you should be at. I mean, it's just, he was telling you the numbers, he was telling you the facts, you know, and he was telling you that just to put you in a different frame of mind or whatever. But nevertheless, watching his videos, what I got from his videos is that, he wanted to see the black community start having more marriages, more healthy marriages that lasted, right? And he wanted for, he harped on how women were quick to leave a marriage and not work on it, like per se how they did back in the days, maybe in the 70s, 60s, or whatnot, right? Because they had the no fault. I think is that what they call divorce now, right? So it just makes it easy to walk away from stuff, stuff that you probably could, and hindsight can be 2020 because you can look back on a relationship and say I could have worked through that, but you didn't want to work through it then for whatever reasons, right? So with all that being said, today started off as a crazy day because I kind of like on my Facebook, I got like a little alert that he had passed, but they do that for people from time to time. Like they said Avant had passed, the singer, and he didn't. Like so, so I wasn't really taking it seriously. I was reading it, going about my day, and then like certain other news outlets, like News One or whatever, they started to confirmed that he in fact had passed, and there was like people saying that they, like a police officer's girlfriend had said something on social media, and it was just different people all, but the stories were all kind of like concurrent, So so as of now it stands, the man has passed, right? No one's had contact with him, his family is saying to the friends and outlets that he has gone on, and going on his Instagram, I saw a lot of crazy stuff. You see people teasing him about passing or teasing him about dying alone, like all the things that he tried to tell us about ourselves, right? And maybe his approach wasn't the best, but he just had a non-coddling approach. But that's really what we need, especially women, is what we need. We get coddled by society, you know what I'm saying? And because women are so coddled, right? Now they're half naked on Instagram because everything's okay now. Everything's okay. And there's nobody to say, stop that, draw a line, you need morals or nothing. It's like everything is okay in the society we live in now. But look at the backlash of that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that at Kevin's heart, he just wanted to see more black families, more marriages. He was a consultant, and so he was focused toward high value men, meeting women and so on. But I believe that in him doing that work, he also seen the need for just in general how the black community could be helped by starting to build the families and the marriages again. And I believe that he realized, which I would agree, if I would say that it was better to start with the woman, because you have to remember, we as women, we carry the children. They are in our womb. We are a portal to life and creation. So so the environment that we bring our children up in, how we bring them out, right? It does matter. And you know, it does take a village to raise a community. You can't just sit in your bubble and say, "Oh, I have my kids here." And so, and the community can do whatever. No, we really are truly all connected as one. And so, it just starts with the home. It really does. And in today's society, because we live in an overly sexualized society, I'll preach this, and we do. All you got to do is, hello, how you doing? All you have to do is log on to Instagram and you can see half naked women all day and all night. Children can look at this stuff. It's like we are overly sexualized. And because of that, a lot of homes are broken, you know what I'm saying? And it's easy to attain sex, and it's easy to just instant gratification, and nobody really is interested in taking the time to see what the issues are in order to work on the enmity that men and women have towards each other, in order to build relationships that will last, that will help the community. Like, every day we read about young boys killing each other with guns. We read about women getting killed at the hands of men, you know what I'm saying? But it's because of the enmity against each other, right? But it's like, we have to learn how to deal with each other. But it's instead of him just trying to, let's hold hands and kumbaya, he said he would just start with the home base, in which I could definitely see that. Now, his approach may have been a little harsh, but so what? It's the society we live in today, with the femicides and homicides and all type of things that are, thank you, going on right now. We need somebody to be tough on us, to get us to change our way, to see where we are wrong in order to fix what is going on with our society. And specifically, he was really trying to focus it towards the Black community, because we do need to get together, men and women. We need to get together, because you have to have a man and woman to create. I'm sorry, it's just the way our bodies are set up, right? So, you know what I'm saying? And I know if it's whatever relationship you in or whatever you want to do, that is your choice. I have people in my family who, are gay. So, I mean, that's your choice, whatever. I'm not going to bash you. But I'm just saying, like, even still, we need the family unit in the home in order for, because these kids, these 18-year-olds, these 17-year-olds who get guns and they kill each other, it's because they don't have a father at home and a mother at home to show them, a way. To show them, you can go to college and make money. There's nobody to show these kids a way up out of the ghetto or wherever they're from, because they're born into it. They born into, you know what I'm saying, statistically, right, a foundation. Statistically speaking, they born to a single mother. She doesn't know, a woman don't know how to raise a man. The woman does not know how to raise a man. A woman doesn't go through puberty that a boy does. A woman doesn't have the male genitalia. You don't know what it's like to be a boy or to raise a boy, to be a functioning man in society. These boys, they need their fathers. But with that being said, the fathers and the husbands need the support of the women. They don't, and what happens is, a lot of women, they a lot, okay, what I see now, this is my personal thing now, what I'm seeing now is, there is this spirit among women now. I don't know if it's the feminist spirit, I don't know, Jezebel spirit, whatever you want to call it, but it makes women feel like they don't want to be taught anything by a man. They don't want to listen to anything a man has to say, right? And they want to be independent and do everything on their own. But look where that has gotten us. It's gotten us to now where women are just, they losing control, and then they're like having breakdowns, and they can't function to raise their kids to be functioning adults, right? And like, even me myself as a single mother, I can look on my past and see how I messed up and everything, with some decisions that I made. But nevertheless, here we are, and I have to go from here with the decisions I've made, right? But recently, with me really just watching Kevin Samuels videos, personally, he helped me to change a lot. He helped me to shine a light on things that are wrong, like I could fix about myself. Like, I was an over talker. Like if a guy would want to get his point across or tell me something, I would over talk. I had to learn how to stop, listen, hear what this person is saying. You know what I'm saying, and then really take heed to what they're trying to tell me. And even if their approach may be mean, harsh, or whatever, it's still okay to stop and hear. Take out the constructive part of whatever is going on, and then apply it to your life. You know what I mean? And from watching Kevin Samuels to applying the things that he says that women should work on, I ended up meeting a better caliber guy. So, I know it's hard for a lot of women. I get it. I've been a bigger sister, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, yeah, you do. What's wrong with being healthy? If you big, what's wrong with not being big? Like, love yourself big, but be healthy too. You know what I mean? But nobody wants to hear the truth. We get Instead, society wants to coddle you into, oh, you're big, well, just get bigger, just eat fried food, or just, oh, we'll just make you bigger clothes. No, like, okay, cool, be happy with where you are, the size you are, but know that you need to get healthy and work on being healthier. I'm telling you, he was just saying stuff that when you go in to see your doctor says the same stuff. I know every time I go to the doctor, they say, how tall are you, how much do you weigh, and they tell you where you should be at. So why are you mad at this guy who was trying to help families and help people to tell you the facts? That is the problem with a lot of women. And I see it even like now that I've changed mentally, right? Now it's like my friends around me, I'm noticing how they reflect the old way that I used to think. And so now I'll try to insert stuff here and there, but I don't want to argue with most none of my friends or another female who can't see what the problem is. Like you know what I'm saying? If a woman comes to me and asks me what the problem is or what could she work on, or then I will tell her the honest truth. But I'm not going to just solicit it without them asking, right? Okay, but I can't see how, just like my video on what makes a woman immature, you know, the family unit starts with the wife, with the man and the woman, right? And a wife. What is it to be a wife? That's what hi, how you doing? King Leo 80. So what I have been, my quest lately have been to be, because I want to get married, right? Is to learn what a wife is, because you have to already know what that is in order to be it. And it's not just about cooking or cleaning or washing clothes. It's about mentally, where are you at? And a lot of women don't get that. And then when people try to tell them that's what it is, they want to say, "Oh no, I don't want to do that." Or, "Oh no, I want to be independent," or, "I don't want to listen to a man," or, "I don't want to be under a man's rule." Like, okay, and that's fine. But look at where society is going with the family foundation broken. Like, society is just tumbling down a black hole, and it gets worse and worse every day. Like, a lot of times I do sit up at night and I think, like, why are so many women being killed, right? And why are so many young boys killing each other? And it really, really just boils down to the family unit. If there were more stable families and more stable foundation, then we as a people could be more productive. And I really believe that that is at the heart of what Kevin Samuel's work was. And I hate that at the age of 56 he had to pass on. But yeah, also that's true. Nipsey Hussle, Dr. CB. It seems like people who really try to focus on black family units, they pass early. Like, it's even Pastor Darby, who's on YouTube, like he was trying to promote the family home too. But it has to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin was just focusing on getting the women to start. I'm only one woman that really took heed to what he said, but I feel like he birthed something that's going to keep on going on. Like, even though he gone, I know I want to, even with my YouTube channel, I want to keep his memory alive by helping women to free themselves, because really you enslaved to society. You know what I'm saying? You enslaved to social media. You're not even thinking for yourself. You can't even think past yourself. Like, a lot of women don't know how to be wives mentally or nothing, because they never have seen their mom and their dad in their home do it. And it is a journey to learn what that stuff is and what it is, but you can't know it on your own. Somebody objected to you has to tell you what you need to be working on. Like, if Kevin Samuels didn't make those videos and tell women what they need to be working on, you know what I'm saying, where will we be? But I feel like his work is not in vain, and that he planted a seed. He did. He planted a seed. And as long as I feel like I can't be the only woman out here who actually listened to his constructive criticism and is really taking it to heed, right? There have to be others too. And I feel like his work was not in vain. I feel like we don't even have a lot of leaders right now who care about the family unit. Nobody's preaching about being a family and fixing the homes and getting these kids back into school and education. There's nobody doing it right now. And it's like, and the people that try to do it, they get hushed. They get hushed really fairly quickly, or they sell out. And that's one thing I do really appreciate about Kevin Samuels, is that it didn't matter how many followers he had or his money, he didn't sell out. He still stuck to his code of what he thought was going to help our people in our society get together. So I mean, what's also funny to me too is reading on social media today, the women that are like bashing him. It's like maybe some people will never get it. Some people will never get it, but the women who are online bashing him for trying to help us, you is the reason why society is going the way it is. In the same women that say, "Oh, I don't care, I'm finna get half naked on the gram." Like, no, like how does that help anything? You teaching your daughters and the younger girls to be naked, and that's all they worth, is to be naked on the gram. Like, no, like it's more to that. Like, what about your brain? Get on there and read a book or something. Like, make it popular to read books again. Make it popular to be. I mean, of course, the nuclear family. That's what I'm saying. If you into whatever you into, that's cool. But something got to change. Something has to shift in order for stuff to change, because it's getting worse and worse. It's no morals, it's no control, it's no community, it's none of that stuff no more how it used to be. And if we could get together, if we could get together and just start more families and network more and be together more, we could change the tide and how things are going. But it can't just be one Kevin Samuels or one Karma. It has to be people collectively all over the nation, all over the world, vowing to work on the family unit, to take the younger ones under us, under our wing, and teach them the things that they need to know. Because another thing too, growing up in growing up in a single parent home, if your mother was the head of the house, you do see, all you learn is be independent, pay bills. Your mother, because the mother is so busy trying to work and pay bills, she don't have time to really hone in on what you should be doing to be a wife, or to be stable, or to build, with the man, because she's so busy trying to work and take care of her kids in the home. And I get that, but somewhere along the line, we have to change that and work on the family unit. It's the only way the tide is going to change, because things are getting worse day by day, and it should not be like this. We are such a smart people that we can do better than this. You know what I'm saying? We could be this nation. You know what I mean? We don't have to be gentrification. You know what I'm saying? If we get together as a family unit and as a community to make things happen, to save these kids off these streets, right? But I mean, it's never going to be a perfect utopia. I mean, come on now. No, women are not no longer virtuous. I don't know if you seen my why I'm selling video, but it's true. Like, I even was an overtly sexualized woman, but thanks to people like Kevin Samuels and RC Blake's on YouTube, right? I've started evaluating, like, okay, let me stop this. Let me look at that. But it's going to take voices like ours reaching the women to change the younger women under us and the younger girls, for there to really be a change in society. It's going to take women to speak out, you know what I'm saying, and teach these girls the values and of what being celibate is, or the values of being a wife and building a home is. Like, it's going to take people like us to tell them, and hopefully they see it and hear it and really are into wanting to change for the better in order to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Today was a hard day. Like, I didn't know Kevin Samuels, like, personally or nothing, but it still was a hard day, because I do feel like I lost like an uncle or a father or something today, because you can always log on to one of his videos, and he's always going to hit a point that's going to hone, whether it's, walking on a relationship you could have saved, or moms who keep their sons from their dads, or he just talked about real stuff and gave you real logical solutions to the things that were going on. And you know, it's just gonna take time for things to change, but we can make this change within our community. I definitely believe we could. I just wanted to do a short little video because I had to say something I feel like is an homage to him, because he really helped me. Like I said, him, RC Blake's, and then like my local pastor really helped me to change my mind and how I see things now. And I just feel like I couldn't go to sleep tonight without paying some type of homage to him, and just to say I'm sorry to his family. I'm sorry for your loss. We did lose a great leader in our community, a social media leader, because social media is now how we communicate with each other. There's no more million man marches. It's a million men on YouTube. That's how we communicate now. And I do feel like we did yeah, you said something on your channel too. Yeah, I do feel like we did lose like a really great person, but I'm just hoping that YouTube doesn't, take his content off, because he was always complaining about them demonetizing him and red flagging him. And, in the case that they do, I just hope that there's people out there like me who want to just carry on his work. You know what I'm saying? Whether if you got to be harsh with it, it's okay, because the people that are ready to learn, the people that mind is open to learn, they're gonna get whatever they're gonna get out of it, no matter what your approach is, no matter how you get over. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you didn't watch his content. Okay, yeah. Well, make sure who will get the money. I don't know. I hope it will go to his daughter, because I was reading that he did have a daughter. So hopefully it will go to. And I know he did say that he had an ex-wife. So I'm pretty sure he was the type of man to have his stuff in order. So hopefully his family do get that. But I'm sorry to his family. And he was a great person that really tried to do a great work and a great thing for our people in our community, and he will truly be missed. So good night, you guys.